Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone, my name is Umar Syakir bin Harun. I'm from A4 CDCS4B, and for CSC 264 in Introduction to Web and Mobile Application, for our individual project, we were given a task to create a mobile app. So before I introduce you guys to my app, I'd like to say the reason why I built it. As a student myself, I always find it difficult to get affordable academic resources. Whenever I try to get textbook or notes from past semester or from seniors, I always had to rely on Telegram groups, WhatsApp chats, or random online posts from other students. It's messy, unorganized, and time-consuming. There's no centralized platform for students that can just simply sell the book, and other students can just browse and just buy it. So that's the reason I create my app, ReLearn. ReLearn is a student-to-student marketplace designed specifically for buying and selling used book and academic notes. You help the seniors pass on the material at affordable prices and help juniors save money while getting the resources they need to succeed. Now let's talk about the technology and tools I use to create ReLearn. For the front end, I choose React Native with Expo. Why React Native with Expo? Because I wanted this project to be cross-platform. With React Native, I can deploy the app to both iOS and Android without changing the code base. It's perfect for future scaling. So if one day I want to deploy it, I can just easily deploy both on the App Store and the Google Play Store without changing any code, rather than using an OS exclusive like Kotlin or Swift, which are Android and iPhone exclusive. So that's why I choose React Native. So for styling, I use Native Win, which bring the power of Tailwind CSS into React Native. I use a UI component library such as React Native Paper, and for data visualization, I use Struct.js. So for the backend, I use Node.js, which handle the API requests and logic. I use MongoDB as the database to store user account, books, and feedbacks. For image upload, I integrate AWS S3 buckets. So whenever user uploads a book image, it gets stored securely on S3 and linked through an URL in the database. But now let me get you to the flow of the app and its core feature. So when a user opens the app for the first time, they are required to register. During registration, they must provide all the necessary information like first name, last name, identification card number, username and email, and also password. Once registered, they can log in with their username and password. Okay, after logging in, user land on the home page, which shows all the available book. There are also search functions which students and user can search by book title, book author, and also faculty. Only books that are available are currently shown. Books that are reserved and sold are not shown here. Next, we have the sell page. Student who wants to sell their books can fill in the details like book title, book author, condition of the book, price, and also faculty. They also need to at least upload one image of the book, which will be uploaded to S3. When they click submit, the book is added to the database and immediately appears on the home page. Now let's talk about the profile page. The profile page shows all important user-related information such as listed books, purchase history, feedback received, email, username, and also user rating. Each time a student sells a book and the other students buys it, they can leave a feedback and it adds to the seller's profile rating. Okay, let's talk about when someone wants to buy a book. Okay, when someone wants to buy a book, they can simply tap on the listing. A detailed view of the book appears with all information such as book author, book title, price, condition, and seller of the book. If they click buy now, a confirmation modal pops up asking the user if they're sure they want to proceed. They can click cancel or they can click confirm. Once confirmed, a demo payment confirmation appears. Right now, I haven't implemented real payment integration yet, but something I'd love to explore in the future. After purchase, users are encouraged to leave a feedback about the seller. This improves trust and credibility on this platform. Okay, let's talk about the edit function. Seller can edit their book. They can change the book title, author, condition, or faculty. In the settings page, users can fill their full account details, change their username, and also upload a new image. They can also delete their account permanently if they choose. Okay, let's talk about a forget password functionality. Whenever a student forgets the password, they can reset it by entering the registered email and IC number. The system will verify whether or not the two confirmation matches, and they'll be allowed to set a new password. Now that we're done with the user interfaces, let's talk about the admin panel, because this application supports two levels of access. One is for student, user, or one is for admin. Admin have access to separate interfaces with full control and visibility. They can view charts and data summaries such as total number of users, total number of books, book breakdown by faculty, and a pie chart showing that book status. Admin can also view book listing, whether they are available, sold, or even reserved, delete inappropriate or inactive listing, view all users and edit their account if necessary, and view and manage feedbacks. So my hope for this application is in the future, I'd like to add payment integration through online bankings or e-wallets. I also want to improve the user experience, especially animation and transitions, to make the app feel more polished. At first, I want to keep ReLearn exclusive to UiTM students only. During session, user would need to enter their official UiTM email and receive a verification code to activate their account. Eventually, I would love to expand on more local universities such as maybe UKM or even UM. And who knows, maybe turn it into a real product one day. So that's my app, ReLearn. It's built for student by a student. I believe it solves a real life problem which many of us faces, and I hope one day that it can be used widely across campuses to make student life just a little bit easier. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. I truly enjoyed building this app and I hope you enjoyed learning about it. Terima kasih. Bye. Assalamualaikum. Okay guys, I now will briefly explain to you guys how my application interacts with each other. So the first step is the client side, using it to fill in the form using the mobile app. They upload a book image, enter the title, author, faculty, condition, and price. Step 2, when the user taps sell now, the app sends all this information to the backend using a post request in JSON format. Step 3, the backend receives the data, creates a new book listing using Node.js and Express, and adds some extra info like availability and image URL. And the final step is the database. Finally, all the book details are saved in the database, including who uploaded, the price, condition, and the image link. This whole process happens in seconds, letting students quickly upload and list their book for sale. And that's basically how my application works. Bye-bye. Thank you.